Good evening and welcome back to Tiny Bunny. We had a spot, I forgot it. We refused the candy from Alisa, so we will refuse it again. No thanks, I want to open to first person, so now we skip it. So, we see this, we see this, we see this. Then we enter the school. Here's nothing else, it's just... Can I... Ah, okay. Read. So, we already read it. Okay, skipping. So... So many choices we already did. So many choices. We fighting back. We are fighter. Listen here. My throat went dry, my lips were moving on the one. We already seen this, right? So skip. And now we've seen Paulina. So the question is now, again save. The question is now, go again the Paulina way, where we will get beaten by the in the forest by the guys. We got stabbed in the shoulder by Romka. But maybe we can open the dossier and find something new about it. So, the Paulina way or the Alisa way? I think this is like the main strings right now, because we are episode 2. We comes to episode 4 with the Paulina way. Just every time we do something with Paulina. And Alisa, we saw Alisa just one time in episode 4. Where we was in the forest with all the other kids, masked dudes, dudettes, and where we jumping into the sky. So, I mean, we will try to stick our main way, so we should go with Paulina again, right? Right. But what I can change? The fighting back? What we can change? We got driven by our third in the car after the beating up. What changed? What changed? What we can change? I forgot all the choices what we make. Did we make? Damn it. So someone left the school shoes. Okay, I want to present you with gameplay, right? So I should go with Alisa, so we have the new ways, right? Or should it? Should it? Or should we go again here with Paulina? Okay, we just go with Alisa now. I want to see new content. I don't want to replay over and over again the same things. Like, what changed? What we can change in the Paulina way? The beating, the refusing to wear the spitted mask, the driving in the car and see the person in the forest, Paulina is screaming at Romka and the other guy. So we got the house. I mean, in the last episode we tried again from the last spot, right? For last save game, and we can't change anything. So even we go to this one room, how we survive this? Did I miss something? I mean, you comes to Paulina's house, it's like the dead end of the game. So even if you watch the workroom from the grandpa with all the stuff in it, or like with the beer in a hogshead, what's falling from the walls, the mirror. You can change anything, you have no choices. So Paulina, at the end, this was really the end, so I think... Okay, just go with Alisa. After closing my backpack, I ran down the stairs. Adventure, you went on a date with Alisa. I scanned my surroundings through the window in the main hall. Nobody suspicious inside. The school doors creaked, the song was similar to the music from a thriller, the high note that comes before an intense scene. I ran around the school corner, trying not to catch anyone's attention. The smell of pastry and burnt sugar wafted from the school cafeteria. I froze when I saw a silhouette in the second floor window. It must be Paulina, clad in the bone violin. The strings of her head slightly tilted to the side. I wish I could hear the melody she played, but Paulina was only a dark outline on the window's yellow sheet. I dragged my feet forward. So we go to the Hangman Man, it's like here on the side, yeah. The net of football goal in the yard fluttered in the wind. The guy again, at the gate. The same wind that hurled small white whirlwinds through the fields. Somewhere nearby, an invisible tractor was humming, scaring away the crowds of cawing birds. The hum of its entrance sounded like the howls of hungry beasts that chased me through the snowy desert. Alisa and her scary mask also come to my mind. Right now, in the light of day, it was really hard to believe she was real. What did she say back then? At the backyard, near the Hanged Man? What did she mean by that? Excuse me? The silhouette turned around the corner and walked deep into the dead end, leaving cigarette smoke in its wake. It was an adult, a teacher maybe? No. A forest girl shopping on sunflower seeds. Someone from the school is probably feeling her interesting. I used syringe among the cigarette butts. I hope somebody just needed an insulin shot. Oh boy, really drugs? I look at the wall. There was a hanged man drawn under the thin black line of resin. Someone played the hangman here. Something was scrawled on the both sides of the man. Escape, fear, truth. Come closer, sweetheart. It took me a while to realize where the sound was coming from. My eyes strolled through the coldest sack at the school backyard, through the windows and snow. Okay, she's in the snow. One of the snowflakes started trembling like a volcano before it erupts. Give me your heart. In the blink of an eye, the white crust crumbled and the fox jumped at me. She made a gracious bow, enjoying the fact her appearance had on me. The silver of snow shined on her coat. I couldn't even imagine that thinking about girls with tails can be this. I don't know what to compare to it. Something infectious, toxically sweet. Fight back, or your heart is in my back. Okay, this is straightforward. She giggled so enthusiastically that it forced me to smile. Oh, come on. I quickly rolled a ball of snow and threw it at Alisa. She tried to dodge, but it was too late. I hit her to the shoulder. You insolent boy! Yeah, that's me. The fox slowly backed down, trying to arm herself. You are Slay, but I'm Fox. I think out of the box. Okay. Her retribution was swift. A snowball arched its way above the snowy yard and the ravens flying in the air. I wanted to duck, but slowly fell to my knees. And while I was getting up, I coughed a huge chunk of snow with my face. It burned up from the cold. Ouch. Headshot. I swore loudly from immense disappointment. Using the words I heard in Sector Gaza's song on the cassette. Did we already read this? A Soviet Russian rock band that played the so-called Kolkosh, hillbilly punk. Founded by songwriter and singer Yuri Klinishki, Yura Koi. The band often paid homage to popular Western rock bands and used a lot of profanity and fairy tale themes in the lyrics, supposedly died from overdosing on drugs. Okay. If that hurt us, he will be he will have definitely give me a good whipping. Ouch. He had very low tolerance toward obscene words and always communicated in clean Russian. Oh, come on. It can't hurt that much. She brushed off my hood as if to show compassion, took me by the elbow and helped me get up. With care and characteristic sweatshirt, she took off my glasses, blew away the snowflakes that were stuck to them, and handed them back. Not we're even, Tosha. I'm so sure that Alisa is Pauline in some way. Only people who were close to me called me that. And I haven't seen her real face, didn't know her last name, what place she's from, and if she had a real tail under her coat.
Желаешь отыграться?
Want to go ahead?
Мы хотели поискать Вову,
Where are we going
помнишь?
to look for Vova, remember?
Лучше поторопиться.
We better
У меня
hurry before my
родители
parents
станут
start looking
искать.
for me. The fox let also lazy John.
Родители.
Parents.
Как скучно.
Don't be so
Я не буду таким
boring.
занудой. Давай чуть-чуть поиграем.
Let's play for a bit. You're always
Всё равно
bored at
тебе
home
дома
anyway.
тоскливо.
А ты откуда знаешь?
How do you know that?
Тоже мне
It's
тайна.
not even a secret.
Со взрослыми
It's always
в
way too
четырех стенах.
boring being locked up in a house
Тоска
full of adults.
Всегда. У меня от стены взрослых нервный тик.
I
Вот.
get all jittery from both houses and parents. See? Her furry fox brows started twitching. I faked a laugh in reply, unsure whether being able to move parts of her mask like that was genuinely funny or not.
Ну же,
Come on,
тоже.
Tosha, don't be scared.
Я же вижу,
I can
ты
see
хочешь
you want to play.
поиграть.
This sounds so seductive. I don't like this. I'm 12. Why do you sound so seductive?
Если
And if
ты
you win, no. The fox girl got dangerously close to me and stood on her tiptoes, almost touching my face with her rough little nose. Playful fire danced deep in her eyes. She smelled nice, like berries and saccharine. It's the smell of independence and true freedom. I mean, the kind of where you all have to do in your lives is run wild and eat sweets. Her whisper poured into my ear like scalding hot water.
Если победишь,
If we win, I will
буду
be
твоим
your guide.
провожатым.
Okay.
Поверь мне, есть
Believe
что
me,
тебе
I have a lot of
показать.
things to show you.
Найдем твоего Вову.
Yeah, we will surely find you over for one. I felt as if a giant invisible spring bent inside me. My tummy hurt, but the sensation was somehow not exactly unpleasant. It was so weird. I just had a conversation with Paulina and now Alisa was going to drag me along with her. I feel like my mind was becoming blurry, splitting in two, like those greystones on the TV record.
А если проиграю?
And what if I lose?
Душу из
I will
тебя
claw out your
выцепаю,
soul,
неженка.
softy. And the eyes are gone, and she's no. I think this is one of her true forms. Yeah, funny. You want to see my.
Давай, скорее.
Come on, let's go. She burst out laughing, whipped the hem of her coat and ran toward the road we used to come to school in the morning. Her promise, that sounded almost like a threat, hypnotized me. I bent down and scoped up some snow. I wish I had the device that could tell whether Alisa was joking or being serious. Or is there always a third option with people like her? Between her jokes, her laughter, and her hot breath on my ear. I wanted to win, to punish her for the lightness and freedom she possessed that was clearly too much for an average girl. When I, on the other hand, was possessed, or rather intoxicated by the thirst for adventure, by my curiosity. Just like the time when I eat the cherries from Mom's nalivka and lie down with my eyes closed while the bed was spinning underneath me. Nalivka. A sweet alcoholic drink made from fruits and berries, often called berry vodka. It normally contains only 25 to 30% of alcohol. Contains only. But okay. Drink from fruits. I need to remember this. Maybe I buy some nalivka. Nalivka? I spat. They cleaned my lips. Do you want to play, little sister fox? Well then, let's play. Do you want to play? Let's play. I armed myself with a small and chased the fleeing fox girl. I saw from the street the wooden post that didn't look scary anymore. They were just logs covered in snow. If I were to shut now, the guard dogs would start barking and the owners would peek out of the windows. Alisa's small silhouette was mocking me from far away, so it was useless to try hitting her with a snowball for now. Waste of ammunition. Birches, mutilated by the cold, peeked out to view along the clear road. A giant snow pile towered near one of the trees. This was probably the place where the tractor blew all the snow from the village. A whole family of foxes would fit in such a pile. No, I thought, she's the only fox around here. She's alone is already too much. She alone is already too much. My second morning acquaintance was running around near the edge of the forest. The stray dog with a mangy tail. She sniffed around and marked the naked berry bushes and ran toward the other ones. Alisa shot up from under the hill.
Жулька,
Julka, follow me, girl. The dog's ear picked up, it barked in agreement and followed her lead. We ran farther and farther, exchanging snowballs, laughing and stumbling. So, my problem now, right now, is like, I think we're going with the dog. Paulina hates the dog, because we have no influence about Paulina. I think Solka will somehow die from the bullies. But I'm not sure. I'm totally not sure. We will see. The winter forest towered in front of us, reaching for the low clouds where we were at the edge of its super shadow, bony and almost corporeal. The fox hid behind a huge pine, clearly trying to get close to me and shove some snow down my collar. It was a good plan, but Jolka, who was sending cycles around here, gave her away. I broke off a dry branch and decided to act even trickier. I put my head on it and peeked from the side of the pine. I will make her think that it's my head. I bit my lip to stop myself from laughing, then jumped out from the other side and performed a point-blank throw. Alisa probably cracked my plan right away, but still let me win 3-1. I was wounded in the leg and she got shot in the chest and in the stomach, losing imaginary blood in front of my eyes. Pleading for mercy while also choking from laughter. Ah, please, mercy. I think he's now falling in love with Alisa. I don't know what this furry crap is, but I think he's now falling in love for Alisa. Or, yeah, you can just choose falling in love with Paulina or Alisa. It seems like this. It seems like this. Our man is simple. Our man is simple. Okay? It's nothing bad, right? It's not bad. He's a simple man. It can be so simple in the world, right? Haha, I'm dying. Okay, I will let you live. Thank you, oh valiant knight. She bent to bow to me, then grabbed 2 full handfuls of snow and like a dying warrior threw them my way in a last-ditch effort. I dodged her attack easily, laughing uncontrollably and being mad at the same time. I finished her with 2 precise shots. Hell, let me live, huh? He would let me live. Learn me how to do it if you are so smart. Shut up, you are already dead. Ha! When did that stop me? Let's play something more interesting. She dashed behind the trees after blowing snow in my direction. 1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. She moved toward the windfall. 6 on the end. 6 on the end, the wolf's grey fur will stand. So I think I can click here, right? Like this one time in the forest where the hit me. Well, punched me. I thought I was a real tail gliding across the bushes. I rushed to the intertwined branches that help Alisa to hide, as if something was pulling me there. I had to move them, tear them off like spiderweb. Branches sprang back in my face, but I felt like they were caressing my cheeks and not hitting them. I was sweating, but still had a lot of stamina left. I will make sure to catch you, little fox. Alisa's voice was wandering among the windfall. 7, 8, stomp you hooves and wait. Ha 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 ha. Seems like I underestimated you. I thought you were just a boy. Confident that she was behind the dry pine, I rushed to intercept her. Which dry pine? But the local acoustics tricked me. Her voice was already echoing from the other side. And you're a bunny! So nimble, so cute! Okay, she knows already. A snowball flew at me through the shadows, whistling near my ear. I will show you, bunny. Yeah, do that, show me. Ah, okay. A bright fox fur coat flashed near a rotten stump. I rushed there, jumping over a ravine. Bunny, show yourself, be brave. Give the beast fresh meat they crave. The furry color that flashed from every tree was the most important thing in the world for me. My lips started trembling as if I was the cowboy that was chasing his prey. But bunnies doesn't chasing their prey because they are the prey. One jump and the fox was in my embrace, so smooth and desirable. Fine, fine, you win.
Ты победил.
She leaned against the scratchy bark and started puffing.
Пожалуйста, давай немного отдохнем.
Please, let's have a break.
Ты слишком быстрый. Слишком
You're too
сильный.
fast, too strong, too
Лакомый
tasty.
слишком.
Satisfied, I put my hands on my sides, waiting for the spoils of war from the defeated goal. But what I got instead was a sly snowball in my smug face. The cunning fox ran away, roaring with laughter, but I wasn't even mad about it. I need to catch up to Alisa, to tackle and subdue her. Subdue? Tear off her mess and see everything.
Бедный
Poor
зайчик
little bunny
прыгает
jumps around
возле мокрых сосен.
in the wet pine forest. Mokre. Can I... Okay.
Страшно в лапы волку, серому попасть.
Afraid of getting eaten by the big grey wolf.
Думает о лете,
Thinking of hot summer.
прижимает уши.
Keeping his ears low.
На небо косится.
Sneaky
Небо не
glances
видать.
at the hidden sky. The sky really does disappear under the trees. I moved, using the barking of Zuka as a guide, and since she was closely following her owner, and I was getting closer, in the same trail I imagined back at school, blinking under my feet. It turned out that running like there's no tomorrow was so easy. Faster, higher, faster. I feel like there was a well of untapped potential inside me, and I drew from it. My muscles were buzzing, my lungs felt bigger, and I felt much stronger overall. Even my vision became sharper. I saw every icy branch, every dent in the bark. Something colorful was lying near the bushes, a piece of clothing. Another colorful spot to the right. Alisa was losing her clothes on the run, like shedding her skin. I also used my teeth to take off my mittens, excited by all that. I will get naked and feel all the wind to the last drop. Faster! I reach out to take off my hat, to throw away everything that stops me from running wild in this endless forest. Okay, he goes nuts. He's totally going nuts right now. The backpack slowed me down, so I threw it in the snow along with all the pens that were inside, with all the notebooks, all of my drawings on the sidelines, and a dinosaur for Olya. Olya. Suddenly a clear picture appeared in my mind. My sister standing still near a window, basking in the dusking sun. Her small childish palms are pressed to the glass, leaving marks when they warmed it up. She could warm up the whole world like this. Like that. She's looking at the tiger and saying my name.
Тоша,
Tosha. I stopped, took a deep breath, and realized how rushed and stupid I was, trying to undress in the middle of a forest while chasing a fox. I returned to get my backpack, as if it was a part of me, of my being I dropped. I remembered again how my sister didn't like to be left home alone, how she asked me to come home faster. What kind of brother am I? Running the forest I used to scare my sister with. I am having fun while she's not even allowed over the doorstep. Sit in your cage, Olya, and watch the same cartoons over and over again.
Тоша,
Tosha.
Да, Оленька.
Yes, Olya?
Тоша, а куда?
Where are you?
Куда так скачешь, чмошник?
Where are you hopping to fuck up? What is this? This is a plot twist. From the darkness behind the pine, just like Kevin from the cave, appeared smirking Samuel with a bunch of his cronies.
Ну, здорово,
Yo,
Антошка.
Antoshka.
Не вышло сдрыснуть, да?
You thought you could slip away, huh?
Очкарик в жопе сарик на.
Check out this four-eyed freak, huh? They're surrounding me like a cancerous pride, making me step back. The smell of sweetened tobacco attacked my nostrils. The inside of my mouth felt salty, as if I licked a battery.
Алиса,
Alisa. The name of my companion turned into a stiff-lit cough. Pines were swaying back and forth like solemn guardians. I was friendly looking over here. I dreamed of finding that fox among the trees. I expected her to come to my rescue. But only wind replied to my pleas.
Где Алиса?
Where's Alisa?
Что вы с ней сделали?
What did you do to her? I shuddered after hearing my own voice. It sounded unnatural, rough and scary.
Какая еще Алиса?
Who the fuck's Alisa?
У тебя чё,
Did
кукуха
you hit your head?
поехала?
Baboodin.
Не ссы, ща вмиг вылечим.
Whatever will fix right you up. The fences through the gap in his teeth and pushed me so hard that I hit my back against the tree.
Ну как,
So, feeling
полегчало?
better now? So, I can change my destiny to get beaten up by these clowns. Fantastic. Fuck. It can't be. Did Alisa really lure me into this trap? To these bastards? No, I can't believe this.
Глядите-ка, пацаны.
Looky here, guys. He's
А
not
здесь
so
он не
brave here
такой
compared
борзый,
to
как
the
в школе.
school.
Ага,
A
вы
total
не
win.
потерпела.
Spacko.
Ты,
You're
сука,
fucking with the wrong guy.
приезжая.
Transfer
Не на
student.
того руку поднял.
Simon was moving toward me, reading his first. In the moment, the other delicate in Track's pants made a loud whistle, and the hulking boy lowered his hand. It was unexpected. Seems like Baburin was the leader of this gang. In reality, they all were all listening to the boy who was looking like a small carnivore with very strong and sharp teeth. Probably decided to have some fun at my expense.
Слышь, Гондон Батькович,
Hey, Figure Junior.
это что ли твоя
Is this your
Алиса?
Alisa? Only I noticed sugar bites beside my legs, trembling from the cold snow plus over its fur. The delinquent squatted in front of the and beckoned with its hands.
Ой, ты батюшки.
Oh, not again. Don't kick her, please. Oh my.
Алиса, ко мне,
Alisa,
сучка
come here, you
блохастая.
flea-ridden bitch. The others let out nasty laughs. The dog's ears peeked up and she started carefully moving
Иди
closer.
сюда. Иди,
Yeah, come
иди,
here, I
дам
got something
кое-чего.
for you. And kicked again. Oh, she will come. The dog didn't have any chance to sniff him when this animal abuser caught it by the ear and kicked it right under the tail sword and flew into the nearest snow pile, squealing. The whole gang burst out laughing and my heart got encrusted in ice. Even the birds that were perched up on the trees, up on the tree branches, let out a frightening cause. At the edge of my vision, I saw something flash in the illusory twilight of the sleeping forest. Oh, it is just the bushes moving their icy branches in the wind.
Ромка, она ж больше
Romka, it won't be able to
смотрит.
shift after this.
Давай теперь я.
Let me kick the fucking thing one more time. Oh.
Второй раз. Ебану
Q
минус
negatives
на
will make a
минус, да
positive.
плюс.
But we will end this episode right now here. We end by these assholes, and we hopefully that something bad to them will happen. How many save slots you have? Okay, those are a lot of save spots. This is a lot of save spots. Okay. We're going with Alisa. I think our guy is falling in love with Alisa, of course. He's a boy. He's 12. She's a girl. She lived in freedom. And that's what the slurs hint to her. She's so different. She's so free. I want to be like her and blah 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 blah, whatever. But we get beaten by these clowns again. Great. Yes, right now? This is great. This is really, really great. So, okay. Then, this is a long episode. I wish you good night and dream well. We'll see you soon, my friends.